Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Can you hear me?
Walaikum
Yes,
Assalam. Yes.
we can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So while the role players join us, I think we should start with the guest introductions so that we can get that out of the way. So we've seen quite a few guests today. We can start with guest Zahid Ali. Zahid, are you there? Would you like to introduce yourself and how did you come to know about Toastmasters?
Um, Hello to everyone. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you for sending me invitation to join your WhatsApp group and sending this invitation to join this Zoom meeting. Uh, I hope everyone can hear me.
Yes, we can. Thank you.
All right. So, uh, I am like a professional accountant. I did my ACCA almost 8 years ago, and then like I was also working at that time. I was also working with an audit firm here in Karachi. After that, I joined a private firm as finance manager, and then I started my personal business of accounting services and business consultancy, also in Karachi. So I met yesterday with one of my friend, Sheikh Naveed, who
Okay.
introduced me to this club, and it he shared some background of this Toast Club and what's the purpose and other information. So it looked interesting to me, uh, and he shared my contact details with you. So that this is
Sure.
how I came to know about this club.
Okay, so most welcome, Mr. Zahid Ali. It's a pleasure to have you, and you'll be pleased to know that there are so many accountants in this club. In fact, there are more accountants than non-accountants in this club, although that may change soon. So welcome. We have another guest, Basir Kasi. Basir साहब, आप तो बिल्कुल अपना उर्दू में तारुफ करा सकते हैं, कोई मसला नहीं है. Although this is an English language club, मगर आप अपना तारुफ उर्दू में करा सकते हैं. Mr. Basir, please introduce yourself. Okay, we'll come to Mr. Basir. We have another. Let me just see. Actually, Toastmaster Musa will not be joining us today, at least not initially. So I will be presiding over the meeting for the time being, at least. We have another guest, Hassan Jamal. Toastmaster Hassan Jamal, would you like to introduce yourself?
Good evening, Toastmaster Tala and all other Toastmasters.
Yes. Would you like to introduce yourself? Because many members here are seeing you for the first time.
I am, as you already know, Toastmaster SN Jamal. I used to be a regular one, but I disappeared from the scene for like 18 months. And now I'm trying to get back into action and trying to attend meetings on a regular basis. And looking forward to a great meeting today.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asad Jamal. And we have our newest member, Toastmaster Noreen Fatima. So, Toastmaster Noreen, uh, for 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 the two people that don't know you, please introduce yourself.
Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Toastmaster Noreen Fatima and I am admin manager of District 122 Territorial Council. And I have been member of Toastmasters for more than 2 years. And I've recently joined Karachi Toastmasters Club. And I'm so honored to become part of this, one of the prestigious. clubs of Pakistan. Over to you, Mr. Toastmaster DTM Talha bin Hamid.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Noreen. And it's since we have most of the role players and we have the first speaker and the second speaker and the evaluators, so we can start the meeting. So welcome everyone to this 890th meeting of Karachi Toastmasters Club. And it's a pleasure to have all of you. Thank you all for joining us. Today, uh, I will be presiding, unfortunately, in lieu of our president, Toastmaster Ursa Kaval. So please bear with me for a few minutes. As you all know, Toastmasters International is a worldwide not-for-profit organization that is targeted at empowering individuals through improvement in their communication and leadership skills. But those of us who are Toastmasters discover that it's not just about communication and leadership, rather, it's about everything that we do. Under Toastmasters, there are more than 18,000 clubs and more than 375,000 Toastmasters around the world. And Pakistan is a district, and we have 30 plus clubs as well. Uh, with that, I we've already taken the introduction from our guests, so we'll move on to the introduction of the role players. So uh, please put your hand together for our very beloved and respected member, and someone who whenever and they are a regular participant, and whenever they participate and whatever they do, they make it truly special. So please put your hands together. And of course, you want to be on his good side because he's studying to be a lawyer. He's already a lawyer, and soon to be the Chief Justice of Pakistan. So, yeah, please be on excellent terms with him. And with that, please put your hands together for DTM Shahrukh Shanawaz, our Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, DTM Talha, for a wonderful introduction and scaring me from myself. So, and let us start with today's meeting. And when I think about fairy tales, all I think of is imagination and too many Disney cartoons. So I hope we will all discover all these things together in today's meeting. Well, as most of us are regular members of Toastmasters, so not much needed is there to be introduced. As per sessions, we will start our journey with the prepared session is going to be the evaluation. And obviously, Toastmaster is not a one-man show. We need a team to make this entire event a success. So today we have Sheikh Naveed, are you with us? If you are, please explain your role.
Thank you, DTM Shahrukh Shanawaz. Mr. Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests, as grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding word, quotes, sayings, and thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my responsibility and duty to introduce the word of the day. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sheikh Naveed. The next, we have the dictator of our meeting. Tell us not to. Toastmaster Imran, are you with us?
Yes, I am. I'm audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, that's great. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, a very good evening. I'm the timer today. My role is to make sure that the meeting proceedings are on time. There will be different timing for different segments. For table topics, The speaker has to speak from 1 minute to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And it goes like that. At 1 minute, my screen will be turned into green. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, my screen will be turned into yellow. At 2 minutes, my screen will turn into red. This means the speaker has to wrap up his speech. After 30 seconds, he will be disqualified for voting. Minimum qualification is 1 minute and maximum qualification is within 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Same signals goes for prepared speeches according to different timing. So over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Imran Rana, the dictator of the day. We have Toastmaster Shamil Sheriar. So, Shamil Sheriar, please explain your role.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, as the R counter, I will be noting down on how many times speaker uses filler words such as like, okay, right, etc. I would also be noting down non-connective words and phrase repetitions. In the end, I will present my report on how many filler words have been used by the speakers. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
We have the role who is the evidence and proof that Toastmaster is very democratic in nature. And we try to uphold our democratic norms. So, vote counter Toastmaster Latif Mansoor, Election Commission of the day. Please explain your role.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today I have dressed DTM Shahrukh in white and black. So
Looking great.
I will be in proceedings with you on each and every cases. Now, as a vote counter, I will be floating a Google link through which you can give your vote. Accordingly, I will advise you. I will be informing you the results at the end of the meeting. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, vote counter and election commissioner of the day. Then we have word master, Toastmaster Naveed Aslam. So, Toastmaster Naveed Aslam, are you with us? If
Yes,
you are,
I am.
please explain your role.
Yes,
But
I will be sharing the word for today. So if I can share my screen so that everyone can see. Okay. So the today's word is lethalogica.
You can share your screen, Toastmaster Naveed.
Right.
All I could hear was lethal.
Lethologica.
And the detailed meaning is the inability to remember a particular word or name. It is made of two Greek words, letha, logo, and then eventually made up like lethologica. So I will be counting this word while please try to use it as much as you can. So this is the word of the day. I will stop sharing the screen.
Thank you, word master of the day. Very interesting word, and I think I can actually relate to it. Moving on, we have the listener, and we have Toastmaster Taha Hassan. Toastmaster Taha, are you with us?
Actually, Toastmaster Taha is not here, and I'm trying to contact him. Maybe he will join soon, but in the meanwhile, uh, I've taken up this role. A listener's job is to spot interesting words and phrases used during the meeting, and it's a listening test. So in the end of the meeting, I'll be asking all of you who said what word, or rather, I hope Toastmaster Taha will be asking you who said what word. The person who actually said the phrase or the word is not supposed to speak. Over to you, PMO.
Thank you, Toastmaster Talha, for helping me out as always. And last but not the least, we have Joke Master Toastmaster Hiba. So, Toastmaster Hiba, please share us share a joke with us and let us have a very start happy beginning of our meeting.
Uh, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, because I'm operating through my phone right now. Okay, anyways, fellow Toastmasters and guests, as per the tradition, I've dug up a few jokes and they are as follows. The first one, what has 4 wheels and flies? What has 4 wheels and flies?
Aeroplane.
A garbage truck.
Ah, okay.
The second one, why can't you trust doctors? Why can't you trust why can't you trust duck doctors? Because they're all
Dumb dog.
quacks. The
Okay.
third one, I tried to sue the airport for misplacing my luggage and I lost my case. And the fourth one, why is Peter Pan always flying? Cause he never lands. The fifth one, how do celebrities stay cool? They have many fans. Then another one,
This is a good one.
what did the cop say to his belly button? You are under a vest.
Okay.
Then there's another one, it's not hard to meet expenses, they are everywhere. And the last one, where do ghosts learn to become pilots? At fright school. Thank you.
Nice one, Toastmaster Hiba. My favorite one was why can't you trust a doctor? I think because of the fake news nowadays going on against doctor. Do, do role holders for explaining their roles. Moving on to our first session for prepared who talks to surprise me, and I have witnessed his growth firsthand. So, Toastmaster Ali Ashar, are you with us?
Yes, I am right here.
Toastmaster.
Okay, DDM Shahrukh is, I think, experiencing problems. So, Toastmaster Ali Ashar Anjum will be placing a shining, glittering capstone on the great achievement that's the completion of his path. He'll be reflecting on his path today. And his evaluator is Toastmaster Syed Jahanzeb Shah, who is the president of Storytellers Toastmaster Club. So we can say that he's in for a treat. So, Toastmaster Jahanzeb, can you please explain the project?
Thank you so much, DTM Tala. So as you mentioned, he'll be completing his pathway, dynamic leadership today. His project is reflection on the pathway. And the objective is for the member to reflect on his or her growth during the completion of an entire path. And he needs to share some aspects of his or her growth during the completion of the entire path. So his speech title is Expedition into Eloquence. So Toastmaster Ali Asharanjum, stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jazek Shah. Tech host, please, can you allow me to share my screen?
Uh, just a second. Yes, you can share your screen. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, can you all see my screen? Okay. So, Toastmasters, today is a great day for me because for the first day I entered into the beach luxury hotel as I was an ordinary one, just a layman, and now in February or January, a boy who entered into the beach luxury hotel is completed uh, is is completing his pathway of Toastmaster. I think this is a great journey for me. I think or experience that that can be considered as the best experience of my life, and that's why I consider it as a journey where I learn a lot. I always found myself fortunate that I always fostered in a group of people who love me throughout my life. My friends, my family always foster me, guide me, and help me. I always sense the positive energy around me. And fortunately, in Toastmasters, I experience the same. So it's time to start uh, telling you about what I have experienced in my journey. So, an expedition into the eloquence. My initial days. I just entered into the beach luxury hotel somewhere in January 2020 when there was no pandemic with Toastmaster Bhagat. He is my mentor and I used to be his intern in my graduation period. He was my first immediate boss, actually. So, first day, then I came to the second day, and in the second week, I still remember I opened the door and there were lots of people preparing for something. And that day, I just realized, okay, that was an international speech contest. And when I watched all those speeches, I just got amazed. I got amazed at how eloquent they are. I can see that speaking is an art. I can sense each and everything. I can sense each and everything that they delivered on that podium. And I just inspired from all of them. And that day I decided, okay, I am just going to do that. Then the third day, the third week, on the third week, I got an opportunity to speak, and that was the first table topic of mine. And that was a remember one for all of us because that was a unique and an innovative idea of distinguished Toastmaster Tala bin Ahmed, and in which he gave us a scenario in which there was a trial of Toastmaster Hassan Jamal. And on that day, I get a chance to express myself. Then, then I became a permanent member of the Toastmaster Club after that day. But I still remember on Sunday, I was ready, all ready for my speech. And on Monday, I get a message from my mentor that this uh, Wednesday we will going to have meeting online on Zoom. And that's why I delayed my idea to, to deliver my icebreaker. And from that day, from March to 10, It took me around 3 months to prepare for my first speech, and that was on 3rd May. I still remember. So I opted the dynamic leadership, and my mentor, Toastmaster Umar Hayat, helped me a lot throughout my journey. My first speech was Icebreaker, and title was When I Found My Lost Friend. It was about me when I found my element in development studies. And for that speech, I got astonished at that moment that I won the Critic Choice Best Speaker Award. Then my journey moves on, and that was my second project of feedback and evaluation, in which the title was Feel It to Live It. And 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 I still remember that was so evaluated by Toastmaster Talab bin Hamid. And then my second speech of the same title, tell for that I I won again a Critic Choice Best Speaker Award. Then one of the most interesting projects, research and presentation, in which I learned at how to research and present the things from the field of unknown. And that's why I took a topic of depression, the mental health. And in that journey I learned that how to research and then present it. At that moment meant I was disqualified due to being overtime. Then at that moment I completed my level 1. Now it's time for the level 2. My first was the understanding your leadership style. We all want to become heroes or the leaders, but at the moment I realized that okay, leadership is important, but we need to understand that there are several types of leadership, and 7.2 billion people all are leaders according to those definitions, but they have different types. So in the end I come up with my own theory of leadership, in which I described it. Leadership is always depend on the crisis the leader face, and the crisis develop the heroes or the leaders. Then my sixth project about the understanding my communication style, and in that I just have a nostalgic feeling in which I just recorded and revisit the the mantra of my mentor, that how my communication skill teacher helped me to recognize my communication style. But I was so into that speech that I am again over time. Then my seventh speech about understanding mentoring, and the title was Stand on the Shoulder of Giants. And in this I addressed, I delivered my experience about being prodigy, the mentee, and how my mentors helped me to make me what I am today. But as my sentiments were attached with it, so again, I was being disqualified by due to be overtime. Then I have completed the level number 2, and I proceed to level number 3, in which my first project was negotiate the best outcome, in which the title was Me, My Friend, and Partner. And the partner is not a human being, it is the better alternative to the negotiated argument. And so in this, I also shared my experience about how I learned negotiations and how I did negotiations. But again, I was again over time for the third consecutive time. Now, my ninth speech, and here I was supposed uh, to go for the electives, and And on the guidance of my mentor, I opted using presentation software, and in which my speech title was retention. It was about memory and all those things, and and a wonderful memory was associated with this project. I am going to address it later. Then my 10th project was about active listener, being the active listener, and in which I have to conduct the table topic session. And thanks to Toastmaster Imran Rana, the winter team helps me a lot to pick up my topics. And for that, I got the award for the big four. Now, what had happened in the project of for using the presentation software? After delivering my speech, after the meeting, I get a message from a person that I need your presentation. I was, oh, my presentation was too good that he wanted. Then he said to me that actually, when you was speaking, your presentation was not displayed. And then I realized that it was a blunder. But the person who messaged me was a magician, and and he just adjust my presentation and my video in the YouTube is video. This is a glimpse of that the wonderful magic by the Toastmaster Latif Mansoor. He's a great guy, I must say. He did magics with his hands. Now I just reached to the level number 4 and my 10th project about the managed change, and the topic was hello, hello, COVID is here. And this project was so special for me. Why? Because this was my first in-person project, and I was quite nervous about it because so my previous 9 projects were on Zoom, and I always been comfortable to the virtual screen due to the Toastmasters. So I was quite nervous that I consider it as my first speech, and and in the end I did well. I think so. Then the 11th, managing the difficult audience. I think one of the wonderful experience I had in my life, and uh, it was about virtual learning and are we ready? And for that project, I also got an award for the best speaker award. And in that project, I learned a lot that how to manage the audience and all those things, how to be keep smiling when someone is teasing you. So I think that was one of the most best learning experience of my life. Now, the level number 5. Uh, uh, Project number 12 was leading any situation, and I just come up with my leadership experience in the in my university, and project title was the dealer in hope. And I was a bit well or a quite, but I think I can did well. My last speech was, or the project was again an elective, speaking like a professional. And my speech title was I Am the Rising Sun Will Help You for Miles. For that, I got a Best Speaker Award. And and the thing is before coming to the podium or the screen, I was quite nervous because I have to speak for the 18 minutes, and it was a quite hectic task for me because okay, building the material for it to engage the audience is one of the key. But but this project helped me to boost my confidence. That's okay, that you can do this. So- and here my level 5s also completed, and my journey will be completed after this project. But there are some interesting facts and incidents, uh, or facts and figures about me, and they are, it took me 3 months to write and prepare for my icebreaker. And now I can write and prepare for my speech in just 3 days. I got disqualified for 4 out of 12 speeches, in which 3 were consecutives, and all were disqualified due to the exceeding time limit, and that was 7.5. Third fact about my speeches is that 6 out of 12 speeches, the evaluator who evaluates my speech got the best evaluator award in the meeting, and uh, that's why can say that the whole journey was a learning experience for me, because I get the best speaker. I don't know why, but the, this thing is the proof that the good evaluations makes good speeches, and the good evaluations make uh, motivates speakers. So I think this is a key facts that help me to complete my path. And the last fact that I always get best speaker award whenever I sing a song. So I sing it for 2 times, and both of the times I got the best speaker award. Is it doesn't mean that I am a good singer, but but uh, according to the facts, it's real. Journey in a nutshell. The journey cannot be expressed in words. The journey which motivates me, and I can say that the people say 2020 is a lethal for them, but I can say that I have achieved something in 2020, and that is a pathway. So, so in uh, in this adversity around the globe, Toastmasters give me an opportunity to to achieve something, and I think this is a great thing. This is a great achievement for me that I have completed this pathway. Secondly, I love the people of the Karachi Toastmasters Club. They motivate, they are cogent, they want you to learn, and they want you they lift you up. And I think this is one of the reasons that I have completed my pathway within a year. So thank you all, and thank you Karachi Toastmaster Club, and all the teams that you all helped me to complete my this wonderful journey. And so that's all from my heart. If I will be continue, I might be cried. So that's all from my side.
Uh, DTM Shahrukh, sorry, there is a change in the sequence, uh, and you must be no stranger to such changes. So actually, we'll be calling Toastmaster Naveed Aslam.
Okay,
Uh,
before calling Toastmaster Naveed Aslam, okay, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I would like to interrupt. As we all know, this is not my habit, this is the habit of our VP Education. So I thought I should remind you that since our president is not present and DTM Talha is acting as a acting president, so I thought I should remind you our VP Educations. Okay, uh, I've gone through the agenda, and and at speaker number 8, I stuck at speaker number 8 because it was written topic to be assigned on the spot. So allow me to assign the topic for DTM Talha's speech. He's going to deliver researching and presenting, and he has now time to research on the topic. And the topic is Into the Unknown. Please note down your topic, DT and Talha. Into the Unknown. Thanks for listening me, and over to you, DTM Shahrukh.
Okay. So while I recover from that, I would like to ask DTM Shahrukh to call Toastmaster Naveed's evaluator, DTM Zaid Kalia.
Thank you, DTM Talha. So we have just heard Toastmaster Ali Asher, and as in accordance to our theme today, fairy tale and happy endings, we just listened to Ali Asher's happy ending, and it was a very motivational speech. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Naveed Aslam, who is always upholding the Toastmaster spirit and participating in performing roles. So, Toastmaster Zaid Kalia, you are going to be his evaluator. Please read out his speech objectives.
Thank you, DTM Shahrukh Shahnawaz. Toastmaster Naveed Aslam is pursuing presentation mastery. He is on level 2. Today, he will be presenting us and defining his communication style, which is one of the project of level 2. And let's hear out from him what he has to say. Over to you, Naveed Aslam.
Thank you, Mr. Zaid Kalia. Am I audible and in front of the camera, because there is some problem with my camera today?
Yes,
Can
you are
guys
audible
see?
and visible.
Yeah, thank you. The first step in one's growth is to openly recognize the personal weaknesses and start working on it. While finding my communication style is a work on that front. I've realized not only about my communication style, but it also gives me an opportunity to think through collectively in a consolidated way about all these concepts which I've never done before. I do not have a single style of communication. I've realized that when I am communicating with my family or when I'm communicating with my friends, I'm more of supportive and initiative style of communication. It's very different when I'm at work. It's more of direct and supportive style. It also sends me back at the very early stage of my work career. I was a hardworking guy, and but with it full of ideas. But at the beginning, I find it really hard to express myself, to express my ideas in a group. The thoughts like, what will people think about me? What if they make fun of me? What if they don't like it? While all these things rush through my mind, I tend to forget the basic thought that I had and lost words of it. That causes my inability to express my ideas in front of the group. However, I always manage to find out time and to discuss that one-on-one with my supervisor. But I must say that I had a very passive style of communication at the very beginning of my career. Moving ahead slightly is another example. When I was working for a European bank, it was quite challenging for me at the beginning to communicate with my supervisor. And the major reason was, the supervisor was responsible for the whole region, which also includes Pakistan. And the major reason of the challenge of communication between me and my supervisor is that he is a very direct style of person, whereas I tend to communicate with him in a very long storytelling way and come to the conclusion at the end. Only after I realize that I need to be quick, direct, to the point, and provide details only when needed, there was a significant change in my interaction with him. Fellow Toastmasters, while no single style of communication is good or bad, one should understand the person, the audience, and adjust to the situation in order to be a able communicator. Not only this, understanding your audience and adjusting yourself will also improve our interaction with people. It makes, it reduces conflicts. It helps us in better managing the relationships and improve our interaction with others. I personally like a direct or assertive style of communication in more formal engagements. The reason being, it is honest. You communicate what you feel. You communicate what you want without being disrespectful to anyone. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naveed Aslam. Our next speaker is our fellow Toastmaster. He is a great leader and a wonderful president, Toastmaster Jazeb Shah. And he is going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Shahrukh, that is me. So, Toastmaster Jazeb, you are going to be presenting your project, Persuasive Influence Level 1, Evaluation and Feedback, Project 2. The title of your speech is We Are What We Eat. The purpose statement of your project is the purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to demonstrate that he or she has applied the feedback received from his or her first speech. Timer: the time for the project or speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Jazeb, wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are audible and visible.
Right. Thank you so much, DTM Shah. I'm deeply apologetic for showing these vulgar images at this bad time. I'm sorry for this. So it is really hard, it is really hard to resist these foods because we have been surrounding by these fatty and sugary foods for decades. And it is really bad, it is really bad that we are struggling to resist. So that is a big problem. And it is two-pronged problematic because we know it is bad and we know that it will make us fat, it will make us, diabetic or heart disease patient, but we never bother because we are addicted to these things and these foods. And we deliberately make these types of bad choices. And that is the same case with me, But when I found out that science is suggesting that these foods are, affecting our brains as well. So that is what struck me to prepare this speech because I was struck and I saw this on one of the video on YouTube. So it was very important to discuss with my fellow Toastmasters as well. So according to science, these foods are affecting our brains, and these foods, will shrink the brain size as per the science. And fatty foods and excessive use of sugar affect the areas of the brain which are very crucial for memory. And this thing, I feel that can cause a lot of people to stop eating those foods. So that is very important. And brain health, brain is developed during the pregnancy. When, we were, into the, it was an stage when everybody, it is developed in the pregnancy, and it depends on the expectant mother's diet and the habit of the expectant mothers. So this is a study which were conducted at the University of Melbourne, and Professor Felice Jacka, she did a research on 23,000 expectant mothers. And what did she found? She found out that the mothers who took care of their diets and the mothers who did not take care of diet, and those mothers ate a lot of sugary and junk food, the same impacted their children as well. She studied their children in the early years of life, and she saw visible difference in, of aggression and anxiety in the children. So you can see the impact of the junk food in, the brains and the thinking habits. And another study was conducted at the University of Amsterdam, where they did a research in the prison, and where they controlled and diversified the food of the inmates. They saw clear difference in the behavior of the inmates. And this research is now acclaimed and acknowledged in Spain and most of the parts in Europe. So that is again eye-opening thing, where we do not consider our choices. And another aspect I would like to present is the diversity in our food. And it was, and again, a research done by French University of Paris, that they did a research that diversity in the food is very important. And they did a research on the mice, and they saw that if we give a uniform diet for a longer period to mice, they struggle with their cognitive abilities, and they could not think properly, and they could not realize the threats and, the opportunities. So it is very important thing to consider. And I would share one important fact as well. Our thoughts are being influenced by what did we eat last. So it was again a study conducted in Spain, and they did a research that if you are presented with an unfair opportunity or advice from your colleagues or friends, it is very much likely that you would accept that unfair offer if you ate lesser protein in your last meal. So that is, very important find. And it is very important when you make choices for your day or for your, for your future. It is very important that what did you eat. And if you are dealing with many people, it is important to control your diet, and it would surely impact on the moods and the thinking patterns, and that would reflect in your performance in your work area, in your performance, with your family, with your friends, and whole life will be changed. So that is very important thing to consider. And the diversity and the avoidance of, limitants of the fatty and sugary foods. It is very important thing to consider, because it impacts your thinking pattern, and it impacts the brains, and it impacts the memory of the person. So we need to be mindful about our choices. Because if we are not mindful, we are losing the cognitive abilities. So with that, I hand over the charge back to Toastmaster of the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jasip. And you really gave us, you have given all of us something to think about, especially me. Nowadays, I am embarking my journey on eating lots and lots of junk food. Thank you for the eye opener. Our next speaker is someone who is multitasker, multi-talented, and multiplies the fun and experience of all of us. Toastmaster Latif Mansoor, and he is going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Ali Ashar Anjum. So, Toastmaster Ali, please read out Toastmaster Latif's speech objectives.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening, TDM Shahrukh Nawaz. My target speaker is the magician, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor, and he is just started a new pathway of presentation mastery, and he is on level 1. Today he is going to deliver his icebreaker, and his speech title is right decision. So best of luck, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. Timer, the time is 4 to 6 minutes. Best of luck. Over to you.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, we are going to witness the toss between the two captains. A toss which will decide the winning captain to execute according to his plan and to make a right decision. Here it goes. As the coin goes floating up until it is down, both the captains are in a hope to decide who is going to execute their plans. As you all know, captains are the one who lead the team. And then, as an individual, we also have our plans. Have you ever thought that you called a right decision when the right time was? Fellow Toastmasters and guests, let me tell you that sometimes our decisions go against us. My decision of joining Toastmasters Club was just to please someone I really respect. Over the time, I realized that what a big organization it is. I had a belief that we are made to live in a community. We are not made to live isolated by ourselves like an island. And while being in community, we have to help each other, motivate each other, support one another. Today, I will tell you who am I. At the age of 7, I was a scouting. Scouting is a volunteer firm. From from my childhood till today, I always love to help one another. I believe in oneness, so I have one wife and one son. I'm a very loyal person when it comes to the job opportunities. I don't believe in switching jobs. I have always experienced on-job training. Means wherever or whatever field I have selected until today, I haven't went with my skills or proper education. So I have learned according to while learning on the job. Now, these are my journey of 49 years. Calling myself 49 means I have born in 1971. but that is for everyone according to the passport. As initially, when I wanted to jump abroad to work, the demand was that age should be minimum 24. So I had to revise my passport. I had to play with some dates from 1974 to 1971. As I said, I did jump all of this without any qualification and skills. My friend, until today, I am in a puzzle. Was this a right decision? Have I done that correctly? Or did I call my decision correct? Till today, I am not aware that that decision was right. But then I have learned photography when I was in Pakistan. And then I left it just like that. Now I know this, that there is a very good scope in it, I would have not left it. Because that learning of my initial, I started again learning those things. With all these steps and all, I have made plenty of decisions. But one decision of mine was very accurate because I love to make friends. I love to be in the community. I love to be with the people around me. How it has helped me is while helping others, I have learned many things from them. Sometimes I have experienced from them a bad marriage, a, a bad growth of child, or some experience with on job. But that does not happen to me. I have just learned from them and tried or being prepared for it if it happened to me. Friends, right decision is not at the time you decide. Moment you take a U-turn, you don't know how close you were to achieve that goal. Keep trying. Does not implement at that moment. Don't decide the same time that that was your wrong decision. Think a lot, analyze it, but once you step ahead, look no back. Try to achieve that goal. Be yourself. You are the decision maker and you do a right decision. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latif. A very deep message, I must say. Was it the right decision? Amazing. Our next speaker is someone who we famously or also known as Hello Kitty, KTC's very own Romeo, and someone with a very heavy, dreamy, and sexy voice. Toastmaster Ghulam Kadir, and he is going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Amir Bilal. So, Toastmaster Amir Bilal, please read out Toastmaster Ghulam Kadir's speech objectives.
Hi, TM Shahrukh. Thank you very much. TM Ghulam Kadir, we know how exciting he is when it comes to speak or deliver any project. So it's a privilege to have somebody and have the opportunity to actually evaluate somebody like TM Ghulam Kadir. So TM Ghulam Kadir is breaking ice today. And the title of his speech is Thank You Leaders. And I believe he is starting his pathway, dynamic leadership. So I would like to wish him all the best. And the purpose statement for this project is for the member to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of public speaking. We all know he's not new, he's starting another pathway, but still he has to reflect on something that is more like an ice, and he would go strong. Wish you all the best. TM Ghulam Kadir, over to you.
Today, I was listening to an interview of the great Shah Rukh Khan, the Bollywood actor. This interview was 2-3 years old, and he was giving the interview to our very own Hamid Mir. So Hamid Mir asked him, Mr. Shahrukh, what suggestion would you like to give for the youngsters or the newcomers to become successful? He said, it is very difficult to tell this in one tip. It's very difficult. But one thing which I would like to give an advice to everyone, that whenever you become successful, thank all those who have contributed in your life for this success. So today, here am I. I have completed the first pathway, presentation mastery, and starting the new one, dynamic leadership. I'm on my way to become DTM, inshallah. So today, I'm not going to talk much about myself because the members of my club know much about me. In fact, more than enough, I've told all the members in my speeches. So my journey as a Toastmaster started in February 2020. And how it started? It started by a phone call by my sister, and she told me that, would you like to come with me to a club, in a meeting? Okay, let's go. So from here, my journey started. And who persuaded my sister? Our very own DTM Talha bin Hamid. So I would like to thank DTM Talha bin Hamid. Because of him, I'm standing here and delivering the icebreaker of my second pathway. But from here onwards, the journey started. And the second person which I would like to thank in this journey is our immediate past president, Toastmaster Imran Rana. Toastmaster Imran Rana always pushed me for contests, for the speech, and always was there whenever I needed him. The third person, and a very important person in this journey, was Toastmaster Urusa Kawal. She was our previous VPE when I joined as a Toastmaster and was very supportive, very supportive. She is now our president. So journey from the KTC continued, and during this journey, I joined another club. And that club is an Urdu club, Husn Khitabat. Over there, I would also like to thank three individuals. DTM Rashiz Dastagir, the president of the club, and the VPE, Ali Askar Farooq. Both of them have really helped me out in the journey. And not to forget, because this Toastmaster will get angry, Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar, I would like to thank him as well. And Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar, now I'm naming you and thanking you as well. So please don't mind. Okay, and one more individual from that club, Husn Khitabat, Toast DTM Zaid Kalia. His evaluation has really helped me out. Last but not the least, all the other leaders who have given me feedback one or the another and have really encouraged me. And I would really like to name them. Toastmaster Shamam Khan, for all her evaluations, which she has extended to me. Toastmaster Latif, for all his phone calls and the conversation which we had. Toastmaster Hibar Rais, for encouraging me whenever I lost a contest. Toastmaster Ali Ashar, Toastmaster Saad Arif, and Toastmaster Ali Hasnan Babar for giving me a tough competition in the contest. And yes, one person I should not be missing, Toastmaster Javed Bhatti, our very own champion. So I'll be starting my journey of the new pathway by thanking all these leaders. And I would give my best to follow their footsteps to become a dynamic leader in this pathway. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ghulam Kadir. You are absolutely right. It is very important to remember those who has helped us progress. And now we are moving on to our next speaker. He is a DTM. He is a great leader, a great public speaker, and he is known for his frequent interference, and he is always smiling. So DTM Talha bin Hamid, you are going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Shamam Khan. So Toastmaster Shamam Khan,
okay.
please read out.
Sorry, let me interrupt once again. Toastmaster Asghar, by any chance, have you found the file yet?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
still
Go
trying.
ahead.
I'm still trying.
DTM Shahrukh, Toastmaster Talha is also qualified.
Yes. I think I should call. I think I should now call the table topic master. So anyway, Toastmaster Shamam Khan.
That's more like it.
It's okay. I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead.
So Toastmaster Shamam Khan, please read out Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid's speech objectives.
Fine, thank you, Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Shahrukh Shanawaz. I'm trying to switch on my video, but it's showing a cross on my camera, so I'm just speaking. DTM Talha is going to present research and presenting and I'm excited to see that it's the beginning of sixth pathway, and he is almost completing level 1. So it's पहले मैं सांस ले लूं फिर मैं बताऊंगी कि evaluation क्या हो रहा है. So it's about research and presenting, and the speech length will be from 5 to 7 minutes. The purpose of this project is to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. The topic he's been assigned by another Toastmaster in the beginning of the session is into the unknown. So over to you, DTM Talha. Let's be mesmerized with your, let's see what you come up with. Over to you, DTM.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, what is the speed of light? Can anyone tell me?
300 something?
Yeah, that's not enough.
3 into
Okay.
10 raised to power 8 meters per second.
Yeah. 300,000 kilometers per second. And speed of light is the fastest thing in the universe. Speed of light, as we just discovered, is 300,000 kilometers per second. Light is the fastest thing in the universe, and nobody can travel beyond the speed of light. That's what we have heard and read since our childhood. In order to travel anywhere, we need to have speed. In order to leave the Earth's orbit, we need to have a certain speed. And that's how we can get to the moon and the planets and other stars. So far, it seems so easy. Just try to get to the speed of light, and you can go anywhere in the universe, into this great unknown. Everything is open to us. Of course, technically that's true. But have I got news for you? To get to our nearest galaxy, do you know how much time we need? If we are traveling at the speed of light, which we can't, how much time do we need? We need 250,000 years. Given that the average human being lives to 80 to 100 years, we need 25,000 generations just to get to our neighborhood. In fact, the common perception is that we cannot travel in time. We are traveling in time all the time because the light from the sun takes 8 minutes to reach us. So that means that when we look at the sun, we are looking at 8 minutes in the past. When we are looking at our nearest galaxy, we are looking 250,000 years in the past. When we are looking at our nearest star, we are looking 4.35 years in the past. And here we are, proud of our International Space Station. Did you know that International Space Station is neither international nor space and nor a station? Why? Because international means many nations collaboration, and it's a collaboration of just a few space agencies. Space, I'm sorry, space does not start at 200 kilometers above Earth. Space starts at thousands of kilometers above us. And International Space Station is sticking to Earth like a low orbit fly. And station, don't get me started on it. It's just a series of parts bolted together. We supposedly landed on the moon in 1969-70. And here we are 50 years later, unable to go to the moon again, let alone Mars, or leaving the planet, or leaving the galaxy. Do you wonder why that is? That's because perhaps, as some people say, we never went to the moon, or maybe we don't have the science capable of taking us anywhere. Imagine if we get to our nearest galaxy, the neighboring galaxy, Andromeda galaxy. What are we likely to find there? Exactly the same stars and planets. There's no other planet like Earth in the entire universe. That's what NASA says. So far, theoretically, yes, there are thousands or millions of planets like this, but we have never discovered even one. So the question arises, if we are to ever leave the confines of our solar system and our galaxy, how will that happen? The answer is either one of two possibilities. The first possibility is quantum entanglement. It was something discovered by Schrödinger, famous for the Schrödinger's cat paradox. And it posits that when two quantum particles come into contact with each other, they somehow entangle into each other and they acquire each other's properties. And then when they separate from each other, no matter how far they get, their properties will be instantly replicated. So that is even faster than the speed of light. That's instant. So if this particle spins one way, this particle also spins this way. And this information travels at faster than the speed of light. So that is one way that we know where information or anything travels faster than the speed of light. In fact, it's instantaneous. And then there's a second possibility, which is called the multiverse. There are, the theory states, and this theory comes from ancient Greece. There are all possible universes existing simultaneously. So if in this version of the universe, I'm standing on the planet Earth, maybe in another version of the universe, I'm standing on Mars. And we just have to connect to that version of the universe in order to experience that reality. But of course, none of that is that simple, is it? Otherwise, we would have done that. So we struggle to launch a space shuttle, let alone land on the moon, let alone create wormholes into other universes. So perhaps, maybe physical travel is not the answer. We know of instances from human history where people have claimed to travel millions or billions of miles in an instant. There have been prophets, there have been saints. So perhaps the answer is to tap into that unknown power that will enable us to traverse the universe. We need to travel inside ourselves. After all, whatever we see in the universe, whatever we feel, whatever distances we see, everything is product of here. This yellow card that I see is yellow because my mind interprets that particular frequency of light as yellow. There's no universal thing as yellow color or red color. So maybe we just need to travel here in order to travel the universe. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Our next speaker is a social worker. He's a public servant. He is among the best public speakers you've ever seen, and he is an instant joke master. Toastmaster Mohammad Asghar. He is going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Bhatti, Javed Bhatti. So Toastmaster Javed Bhatti, please read out Toastmaster Asghar's speech objectives.
Thank you, DTM Shahrukh. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I am very happy and it gives me a great pleasure to introduce our speaker today, who is an stalwart member of KTC. We all know how he always inspires us with his thought-provoking speeches. Today, TM Asghar is going to deliver his speech from Pathway Innovative Planning, Level 3. The title of his speech is Learning My Lessons, and the duration of this speech is 5 to 7 minutes. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing a plan, building a team, and fulfilling the plan with the help of his team. The purpose of his second speech, I believe this is the first speech, so that's about it. Over to you, Toastmaster Asghar.
Thank you, Javed Bhatti. Dear Mr. President, the temporary president, and dear Toastmasters, and there was only one guest, so I welcome all of you in today's meeting. Let's start from the beginning. Let me start from the standard definition of project management before I move forward. And I have seen this definition and frankly speaking, memorize it so that I can reproduce it as and when I need it. And it goes like this. The project management is the application of knowledge, skill, tools, and techniques to project activities to meet the project requirements. Now, to put it simply, for the sake of our meeting or our member, the project management is all about making a project happen. Now, completing a project successfully is difficult in the best of the time, and it is almost next to impossible when it comes to the public sector. As a member of public sector, I managed a lot of projects. In order to fulfill the requirement of uh, this pathway speech, I have just chosen one for my speech, and this is exactly the my plan which I implemented as a project, and it was all about establish park in Gwadar city, because there was no park there, and as a director of development, I had to engage a team to construct this park. There had been a water tank there, and people used to go there, climb it for entertainment. But then we decided to give it a formal shape as a park, and we have developed our plan to accomplish a park. Now, when you initiate a project, you need resources, right? Now, in private sector, resources mean human resource. In public sector, you have everything except human resource. Human resource is not an issue. What you need is to convince your higher authority about funding this project and the utilization of the project. The other critical element, which is time and human resource, they will take care of themselves. There are exceptions, but there are few. Now, relationship of a team comes as a director development. I had to recruit already government employees from the related department with the related experience and put together them in a form of a project unit. All technical team, once we prepared all technical team, we went to the project and completed it within 7 months, I think. But the most important thing, I prepared my speech is to share my overall experience and observation. Uh, During my completion of my plan or my project, one of the things which I confronted is the documentation. Now, in public sector, we pen every detail and documentations uh, in a already described format, which is called PC1, PC2, PC3, PC4, and up to PC5. In order to ensure that the project is feasible, the project is based on a solid foundation, and it is progressing well, and whether we are able to learn any lesson from the completed project. But at the same time, there's a downside of the documentation. You know, some when you complete this document, when you follow these rigid documentation, one of the things you confront is you cannot change your horse in the midstream. And this is exactly what happened in this project. You see the artificial gas, the artificial grass, which is supposed to be provided from China, and it was not available in the market. We had to wait for the grass, but at the same time, uh, we were operating in a time sensitive duration, because if we cannot utilize our fund by the end of the June, that fund would be lapsed, and there is no provision for advance payment. So the lesson we learned from this plan is to plan ahead. This is one of the best lesson that we got uh, this project, that we need to plan what Stephen Covey called keeping the end in mind. We have to take care from A to Z, and uh, print our plan in a paper before the implementation. The second was about not micromanage the things. I tried my best not to micromanage and bogged down the detail. Now I did it little because little with good intention, and it was more to do with my inability to comprehend the technicalities. So I decided to concentrate myself on a policy level and funding issues, and not being a controlling freak as it is on advantage. You have more time and attention to manage your own area of sort of influence. Now sometimes your member do not perform, because like any other activity, project is a teamwork, and is a collective activity. And when your team you are working with your team with a different set of skills, and sometimes some member of your team do not perform, so you nudge them aside and make the place for the other people to come. After all, we are in a Darwinian society. The mechanism has to be ruthless. Only the fittest survive. uh, Running a project is no exception. We do it most of the time, and I did it in this project. And you know what, I experienced the benefit of doing it. Now finally, Amy, that is managing the risk and learning the lesson. PC4 and PC5 is all about, which I just described in the previous slide, in the first slide, is all about monitoring and evaluation the project. Now monitoring, in monitoring, you mitigate any arising risk during the implementation. By the way, you know what the mitigation of risk is? Okay, if you send your wife in his parents' home on Sundays, you are basically mitigating the risk of your in-laws coming to your home on Sundays. Well, I'm sorry, but sometimes you have to make a home-based example to clarify your point. And lastly, evaluation. On the other hand, evaluation helps to assess us, our performance, and learn the lesson from a completed scheme in order to incorporate it in our next venture. So for me, uh, you know. checking the evaluating the scheme was more important than the monitoring, not because of mother-in-law or in-laws issue, but it was more to do that we learn the lesson. And I think this is one of the main area where we are currently working, because this scheme is now complete and we are in a process of evaluating it. That is how I learned some of my experience from a project. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Asgar. As always, his speech is never complete without an example from his in-laws. So a wonderful speech, Toastmaster Asgar. We really missed you a lot. So our next speaker is known for his hard work, dedication, and consistency. Toastmaster Wajahat, and you are going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Anam Kadri.
Excuse me. Once again, let me just confirm from him. Where is he? Then I will let you know.
So in the meantime, our today's theme is fairy tale. And as I said that when I heard about this theme, the words that came to my mind were imagination, happy endings, and Disney cartoons. And today's prepared speeches have really demonstrated that how our speakers have embarked on personal journeys and come across various hardships and finally achieved their happy endings. Toastmaster Ali Asher, Toastmaster Lateef, Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir, thank you very much for sharing your experiences with us. It was amazing. They were all very amazing speeches. Yes, Toastmaster Talha.
Yes, actually, he will take 10 more minutes to reach, so we can have the table topic session in between, and then whenever he joins, we can have his speech. So
Okay.
I'll ask, so perhaps the timer can then share the timing after Wajahat's speech and ask for votes. Okay.
So, Toastmaster Imran, is it okay with you?
He is the acting president. What can I say?
You are the dictator, you can say.
Let's not
Anyway,
let's not wait for Wajahat.
No, actually, he has confirmed that he will join. And so that's why I'm suggesting that we can carry on with the table topics. And after that, when he joins, he will deliver the speech. So, yeah,
so we
we are
can
not
move
waiting.
on to our second session now.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So moving on to our second session of table topics, and so let us revisit our childhood and recall all the fairy tales with our great table topic master of the day, Toastmaster Saman Vase. Toastmaster Saman, the charge is all yours.
Thank you so much, TM Shahrukh. Good evening, everyone. I am here to share a very, very secretive secret with all of you. You see, every morning I look into the mirror and I look in my world. I am actually not Saman Vase. I am sorceress Madonna from the great country of Moldovia. And I have a few of my agents out in the field with a secret mission. And if you all choose to accept it, you are all, some of you, chosen few, will be a part of that mission. So if you all are ready or not, I'm a sorceress, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna cast a spell. Shh. So you all are ready to be part of my spell and my mission to conquer the world. Okay. So there will be a chosen few who will act as the oracles. And I will tell you where my agent is, and the oracle's job will be to elaborate a bit on what the agent may be doing there. You will have at least a minute and no more than 2.5 minutes, or we will not be able to cast the spell or any spell together. So I hope The chosen few are ready. TM Shamil, if you are ready to accept the challenge, let me just share my screen. And okay. So TM Shamil Sheriar, you are the oracle for Elsa in Murray. Lady Elsa, if you are not accustomed or aware about her, conjure this image in your imagination and let's see how good an oracle you are. Over to you.
Can I skip the challenge?
Why? Why would you not want to be an oracle, TM Shamil?
Because I want to give this opportunity to someone else, maybe a guest, because I already have a role.
All right. TM Sheikh Naveed.
Yes.
So let's see how.
As an oracle, I was watching and analyzing the behaviors of Elsa in Murray in a very cold weather when I saw her as an agent for another company who is doing some data analysis of the visitors in Murray, and that company was analyzing the behaviors and trying to sell the related products to the visitors in Murray. So I watched her and I tried to catch her, but Elsa had some really supernatural powers. So for example, when I once tried to caught him very nearly, she disappeared from the scene. She may had some quantum mechanics or quantum physics sort of tricks and magics in her personality, but at the end I didn't able to catch her, and due to my lethological personality I am trying to find and memorize what I did, but really I don't able to remember the things and the names having a lethological personality. So this is what I can do or present to you. That's over to you, Toastmaster.
Okay, Toastmaster Sheikh Naveed, it was quite an interesting take. Excellent. The data analyst Elsa, you finally cracked the code. Okay, TM Naveen Fatma, Noreen Fatma, sorry.
Sorry, ma'am, table topic master. I'm table topic evaluator.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. TM Heba Rais.
Yes, is my voice audible?
Yes, you are audible and we can see you, and you are an oracle predicting what Merida will do in Karachi.
Okay, fellow Toastmasters, Merida is uh, Merida is an oracle. She's a magician. She is someone who's come from far, far Neverland, and her powers are she has a lot of magical powers, and with her magical powers, I hope that she brings about a positive change and especially ends this COVID problem that we have. And I hope she brings. She also tries to introduce the vaccine, which our government hasn't. And I hope she brings about a positive change in the economy as well, because we've seen that a lot of people have gone, have become unemployed. A lot of people are suffering financial and economic problems as well because they've lost their jobs, because they've lost they've incurred losses in their business. And I hope she brings about a positive change in each and everyone's life. And with that, she brings about a positive change in Karachi. Thank you. Thank you.
Brilliant, TM Hiba. You have unveiled Merida as our warrior princess. Really, surely, hopefully, she will be able to do that. So, TM Latif, it would be interesting. I know you've already given a speech and everything, but it would be interesting to have the oracle's take for Bell in Old Lahore.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Lahore is a city, very historic, and now a very developed city. But when Belle visited the old Lahore, she tried to look all the positiveness, to bring the betterness of people who are poor over there. She tried to lift the standards, the education, the employment, the woman empowerment. And that's what I love the most, the woman empowerment. The beautiful she is, the beautiful heart she has, the beautifulness, what she carries with her, has already given a lot of vibe to the women of Lahore. And I'm sure this will go long and long enough for the next generation to come. So my observation when I saw her and looking at these acts, I thought a life partner should be as well. Thank you. Over to you.
Okay. Interesting take about Lahore and Bell. TM Shamam, it would be amazing if you as an oracle can shed a light on Snow White in Quetta.
Oh my God, I'm not into any sorcerers or any. I'm pretty like, an old lady. But I'll try to do some justice around it. Thank you, Table Topic Master. Quetta. First of all, what attracted me the most is Quetta and the snow. And then Snow White, I'm not sure of if I've ever heard and read her stories because I was not that, in my times, there were animated movies, but I was not into them. So I don't know. What I can associate with when I read and see this Snow White and Quetta is the beauty of Quetta Valley. And it reminds me of once I was being a Karachiite, I was not used to the winter and the snowfalls, and I had to visit Quetta for some work purpose. And the minute I came out of the aeroplane, I was amazed with this snow all around in the valley. It was so beautiful that I realized that in Quetta, we have maybe not captured the beauty of our country very well. We are so used to of going and talking about up northern areas that we forget that each and every province of us is a masterpiece. And especially the valley is itself a small valley, and covered, the mountains covered in white were amazing. So getting back to that feeling that I had, I can now feel very well how the Snow White, um, the princess, may be feeling when she drops down like a fairy, or maybe she's just, flying around those valleys and we never get to see this Snow White. This is all that I can get and think of at the moment. So over to you, Saman, Toastmaster Saman.
All right. Thank you very much, TM Shamam. TM Sabi, if we can see the oracle with his crystal ball, what about Agent Moana in Gawada?
Hello. Uh, Moana, she is a passionate girl, and she faced, as I seen in the in movie, she is eager to discover things. She is brave, and I associated it with Gwadar in a sense that Gwadar is also developed city. So she is a young, and she has a passion. She is a brave, and she is a courage. So the both traits I associate, both things are associated with each other, which I feel that uh, his his passion his passion maybe uh, change this city in a new infrastructure, or she's a young and energetic. So I feel that Gawada is also same like that. Although I never been to there. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Oracle Sabi. Moving on to another oracle, TM Zahid Ali. How about you shed a light on Mulan in Kashmir?
Thank you, TM. Well, Mulan, as I don't know the details of her character and background, but from picture, it seems like she is a kung fu master, and she, uh, with relation to the topic, like she has been landed to in Kashmir, fortunately, and she is now trying to explore the valley of Kashmir, the mountains, and she's actually finding some ideal location to practice her. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if I can be heard.
You're audible.
All right, thank you. Well,
And it would be awesome if you can turn on your camera.
yeah, all right, I can try. All right, so I think I can be like I'm on camera now. Well, so Mulan is now exploring some location to practice her skills of karate, and she is like yeah, she met few peoples there, and she's asking to asking them like if there is any rented place or near the mountain with a scenic view. Uh, so they have like guided her that there is a place, but we can't recall the name of that place because those people were having issues like lethological issue, and they were unable to recall the name of that place. So they excused her. Then she moved on, and she again met few persons, and they guided her to the ideal place which she was looking for. So she found actually people of Kashmir were very helpful. They try their best to help strangers, new people, and they are loving. And she found the place very much ideal to practice her skills. and to expand it, like she had plans to teach her skills to other students if she finds some in Kashmir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, TM Zahid. Abracadabra, Timbuktu. I now take the world from all of you. I will now ask the timer if everyone has qualified.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Saman. Only one guest, Zahid Ali, is disqualified. Rest of the speakers are qualified. His time
Oracle Zahid Ali.
His time was 2 minutes and 35 seconds. So our acting president will decide.
I'm sorry, I didn't know about there was any timeline restrictions.
Actually, given the fact that we did not, we had decided in the previous meeting that at the start of table topic session, we reiterate the timing for table topics. And coupled with the fact that he was only 5 seconds over time, then I think we can allow him to be voted upon. So, Mr. Vote Counter, you can include all the speakers in the voting sheet.
Yeah, the link is on the.
Thank you so much, all of you. I now dominate the world. Welcome your new king and queen, because these are the modern times and I cannot be gender specific. Now, I would like for the vote counter to activate the magic of the voting process.
Yeah, I already floated the link on the chat, which will be accessible to everyone.
So, with that, I think Toastmaster Shahrukh, Toastmaster Wajahat has joined, and you can call for his speech.
Thank you, DTM Talha and table topic master Toastmaster Saman, our sorceress of the day, and what a wonderful sessions she has just hosted. So, Toastmaster Wajahat, you are going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Anam Kadri. Toastmaster Anam Kadri, please read out Toastmaster Wajahat's speech objectives. Toastmaster Anam, I can't hear you.
Am I audible to all of the people?
Yes, Toastmaster Wajahat, you are audible. Toastmaster Anam, I think you are not audible.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Wajahat is going to deliver his second project, evaluation and feedback. In this project, he has to deliver 2 speeches. The first one is going to be evaluated by me. And based on this evaluation, he's either going to repeat the same speech, or based on this evaluation, he is going to incorporate a new speech with the evaluation I'll be presenting today, and present the second one in the next session. So today he's going to deliver the first speech of this level, evaluation and feedback 1. The title of his topic is positive thinking. His time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. Best of luck to him.
Yeah, thank you very much for this. I'm going to start my speech, but this is the second speech I'm having.
Yeah. Okay.
First, I have already done.
Can you also share the feedback that you received from the first speech, or you can share it privately with me, and I can share it with your evaluator. Okay.
Yeah, in private, no problem.
Yeah, share with me privately. And meanwhile, let me also inform you that Toastmaster Imran had to leave, so I will be the timer from now on. And please make sure my window is visible to you, because I'll be showing the timing like this. Is that right?
The life is what 10% life has given to us, and 90% on the basis of that we have got the reaction. So this is the way life is going on, and always we should focus on the sunshine, so we never focus on the shadow. Assalamu alaikum, dear Toastmaster and guests. There are many things which has brought in my life very positive things. There are many things which in this scenario the life brings the very positive impact on me. This is the like many things I have got in my life, but the thing which I should discuss with you right now is the book. The book is called Power of Positive Thinking, written by Norman Vincent Peale. The book was written in 1952 and published in 1954. And imagine that the book was written in 1952 and published in 1954 is still one of the best-selling book in the current scenario. And people are reading this book with profound focus, with complete concentration, because this book gives you extreme level of positive thinking. The macro positive thinking, you can just consider that. So there are many points which I learned from this book. Let's discuss about these points one by one, because by discussing these points you will be definitely understand that how we can overcome on the negative thinking and how to develop the positive thinking in 5 minutes or 6 minutes time. Suppose we should go to the first point. Picture yourself succeeding. Like our mind is always understand about the picture. They never understand about the text. Like suppose I'm saying you that never concentrate on the blue whale. Like if you close your eyes, I just say that never concentrate or never think about the blue whale. So obviously you will imagine the blue whale in your mind, because the mind never understand the text. Whatever I'm saying good, I'm saying bad, I'm saying yes, I'm saying no. Mind is not able to understand this. Mind is only understand about the pictorial images. So always imagine yourself, or always picture yourself that you are succeeding in life. Let's come on the second point. Think a positive thought. Positive thought is just like a flower. You have to water on daily basis in order to bring nourishment in the stem, in the leaves, and in the flowers. But as far as the negative thoughts are concerned, they're just like a bushes. Like if you are not thinking anything, your mind is empty. So, and you are not thinking about the positive thoughts. So definitely the negative thoughts are directly coming into your mind and you are not able to overcome it. Let's come on the third point. Minimize obstacles. Like whatever we think about doing something and doing some kind of initiative, we always think about the obstacles. Like if I start this thing, that thing happens to me. We never thinking about the positive conclusion. We never think about the destination. Whatever, if we are doing hard work in this way, so what we are going to get against this hard work. We always focus. We always concentrate about the obstacles we are having on the way. So never concentrate on the obstacle. Minimize the obstacle into your mind. Do not copy other. Always make your own personality. No need to copy any other people, like whatever, like any, if you like any actor, if you like any doctor, if you like any engineer, if you like any writer, just try to be yourself. If you be yourself, so definitely creative ideas will be coming on your way bit by bit. Definitely you are going to get creative ideas because you are focusing on your personality. Work with a counselor. It is not a very valid point. Counselor will definitely charge you the money, but at the end of the day, he has got better exposure. He has got highly extensive studies. So definitely, whatever, if the counselor is okay, there is no problem. Or maybe you can consult with your mentor. And like I have got mentor in Toastmaster, make a good company. Develop a strong self-respect. Self-respect means build your character. Like if your character is highly expensive, so definitely your inner personality should be convinced that you are a respected person and you deserve respect. And when your inner personality will understand that you deserve respect. So definitely you will be able to prepare yourself. And if you said the word, they are going to respect you. Affirmation. Always give positive thoughts, always give positive thought to you. Affirmations mean that always give that everything is going in right direction, my life is going in right way. Your subconscious mind is extremely fertile at the night time and at the daytime. Always focus on these two times to just give you 15 minutes of exercise about the affirmations. Believe that at the end, I would like to say the last point, 8 point, believe that you are in God's hand and piety, and definitely if you are serious to God, if you are focused to God, so definitely things are going in right direction. So these are some 8 points I got to know about this book. I want to share with you, and I have got the time for 6 minutes. Hope you will understand and enjoy. Thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster. Over to you, sir. Done. Done.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wajahat.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, timer, if all the speakers are qualified, we can ask the vote counter to load the ballot.
Actually, a timer has handed over his timing sheet, and I have timed Toastmaster Wajahat. So, just a second. Let me just recap. Okay. Uh, Toastmaster Ali Ashar Anjum and Toastmaster Asghar are unfortunately disqualified, and all the other speakers are qualified. So that means that if I take the names, uh, just a second. Okay, fine. I don't need to take the names. You'll find them on the ballot. So, Mr. Vote Counter, please note all the names except for Toastmaster Ali Ashar Anjum and Toastmaster Asghar. All the other speakers are qualified.
So, great.
Noted, sir.
In the meantime, we can move on to our next session. So, in line with today's theme, fairy tale, we can learn lessons from them, and it can help us improve ourselves. And we have Toastmaster Hiba as general evaluator with us today to help us learn and improve ourselves. So, general evaluator Toastmaster Hiba, the charge is all yours.
Okay, am I visible and audible enough?
Yes,
You are Toastmaster Hiba, and once again, sorry, I'm interrupting. Please call our table topics evaluator first because she needs to head to another meeting. Thank you.
At least let me give some introduction about my evaluation part. Okay, evaluation is something which plays an important role in Toastmasters, and it is something which is the crux of every Toastmaster session, without which a speaker cannot hope to improve in his or her speaking skills. And it helps the evaluation helps the speaker to become a overall better speaker holistically. Okay, as per the VPE, I would be calling the table topic evaluator first. So the table topic evaluator, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hiba Rais Khan. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, Assalamu alaikum. Today, I will be the table topic evaluator in today's meeting. First of all, I would say it's an amazing table topic session. It was much related to the theme that was fairy tales. And hats off to Toastmaster Saman Wase, who came up with some amazing topics, and they were very magical, and all the topics were very much I can say they took us to journey of Disneyland. And hats off to all the speakers who came up with to address the topics very well with their insightful and their impromptu stories, and they all were very mesmerizing. So I'll start with the first speaker. Our first speaker was Toastmaster Sheikh Naveed, and his topic was Elsa and Murray. He responded to the topic very well, and he shared his journey, his trip to Murray. As he was data analyst, he was sharing his products, he shared his story about his products and marketing related, and he tried to actually shared the encounterment of Elsa with him, and it was a good story. But I have only some suggestions that with the some voice modulations, you could add more flavor in your story. Like when you were actually pretending to be Elsa, your voice quality could be, your voice pitch could be more high, and when you were sharing yourself, pretending yourself as helpless, your voice could be low. So here are some of the suggestions. Next was Toastmaster Hiba Khan, and her topic was Merida in Karachi. She shared a positive impact of positive role in the of Merida in Karachi. She shared that how she could help in creating the socio-economic changes in Karachi to bring a positive change in Karachi, and she was confident, and her story was also amazing. It was a positive story. Next was Toastmaster Lateef. His topic was ballet in Old Lahore. It was a very constructive speech. He showed how that ballet could bring betterment in Old Lahore by taking actions for women empowerment, for girls' education. So it was a positive and confident speech as well. Our next speaker was Toastmaster Shamam. She is a very confident and a seasoned Toastmaster. Although topic was quite tricky, she said she is not a she doesn't like movies and she's not into a Disney. She's not a Disney person, and but although she managed the topic very well according to her insights and her experience, only ma'am suggestion is to please work on your camera. Please make it working in your next meetings. And next was Toastmaster Sabi Hiba, and her topic was Gwadar, which is close to my heart. And her story was Mona in Gwadar. She shared the relationship of Mona and Gwadar, that how they both are relatable. Only one suggestion, that if you are not, if you feel that the topic is quite tricky, you can repeat your topic and you can take a pause of 10 to 15 seconds, and in that time you can construct your thoughts in a more better way, and your speech could be more constructive and your story would be more interesting for all the speakers. And the last was Toastmaster Zahid Ali, guest, and his story was and his topic was Malton in Kashmir. First of all, he actually shared the qualities of Malton, and then he shared the culture of Kashmir, that how these people are, and then he shared the interaction with the Malton and the people of Kashmir, how they actually facilitated her. It was a very constructive speech. It has a great opening, a very constructive body, and conclusion. Overall, it was a very constructive speech, and I have only one suggestion, that all the uh, speakers were amazing and all the stories were amazing. Only we can work in table topic speeches is that, like normal prepared speeches, are table topic speeches are also must be constructive. They have some proper opening and body with your daily life examples or your story. And most importantly, every story must have a conclusion, and which was present in some stories and it was missing in some stories. But we can work, and as we can improve in our future speeches. So be careful next time in your future table topic sessions and while constructing your speeches. Overall, it was a great speeches and all the speakers were amazing. Over to you, ma'am, general evaluator.
Okay, moving on. I would be calling the prepared speech evaluators now. The first speaker was
Actually, sorry, once again, Toastmaster Heba. Once again, can you call? Don't make that face.
no,
Uh,
I'm fine. I'm so sorry. I'm,
can you can you invite DTMZ because he also has a family commitment. So wait a
okay.
minute.
So you
Wait,
want
wait.
to call him first in the line of evaluators?
Yes, if he's here. Otherwise,
Yes,
you can.
yes.
I'm here.
We can
Yeah,
all see him with his glasses. Okay, so Mr. VP, according to Mr. VP, I would be calling Mr. Zaid Kalia first, DTM Zaid Kalia, to evaluate his speaker, TM Naveed Aslam.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hibarais and Tala for accommodating me. And I apologize with the rest of my evaluators for taking their time. Today, Naveed Aslam was presenting her speech uh, about communication style and a very well delivered speech because you were full of confidence and confidence was abundance and full of gestures. Your speech, your words and sentences were complementing your gestures. So it was a wonderful speech and I was into your speech from beginning to the end. You started with a strong opening. You narrated a statement that everyone has to look into weakness, and once we work on our weakness, we can improve. So it was a statement. A statement is a technique to grab attention of the audience. Very well done. Second, good use of gestures. There were abundance of gestures in your speech, and most of them were complimenting your speech. At the time, you were stippling your hands, and sometimes you were using whole. When you were saying whole, then you were using this type of gestures. For he, you were using right side, and for I, you were using left side, and for long, you were using both hands. So it is in counting fingers, so it reflects that you have incorporated gestures in your speech, which is a good technique to enhance your message. Your speech has a personal story, and personal story relate to audience, and audience are glued to your personal story. You use two personal stories, wonderfully done at this stage. However, what you can do to level up your stories, you can bring in dialogues. It will help you not only, yes, not only engage your audience, but also due to vocal variety, you will have a chance to create a vocal variety, which is a challenging thing, which I am requesting you to challenge yourself to create some vocal variety. And vocal variety is very easy to create. So the basic one is see how many words you say in a minute. You can speed up and slow down, and it's a vocal variety. So for the beginners, it's an easy thing to do. Lastly, if you can adjust your camera a bit and look into the camera. So if you are in Zoom meeting or virtual meeting, if you locate your camera and see into the camera, so look into the camera, what it will result that everybody will understand that the person speaking is looking at me. So all in all, your speech was wonderful, uh, properly crafted, good opening, complimenting gestures, and a little bit needing that you need to work on your vocal variety and bring on dialogues. It could level up your game, and I'm looking forward to listen to your more speeches. Thank you.
Okay, moving on. I would now call upon TM Ali Ashar Anjum speaker, sorry, evaluator, TM Syed Jahadeb Shah. So TM Syed Jahadeb, uh, the virtual stage is yours. Uh,
I think he is not here.
okay, wait a minute. Let me see.
He had reconnected. Maybe he's facing connection problems. So you can move on to the next and then.
Yes, he is not there. You are right. Okay. Um, the next speaker is TM Syed Jahandev Shah himself, and he was evaluated by DTM Shahrukh Shah Nawaz. So he is not there. So should we go on with his evaluation?
No, actually, let the evaluation happen because we'll share the recording with him.
Okay. So DTM Shahrukh, the stage is yours for
Thank
evaluation.
you, Toastmaster, General Evaluator Hiba. So Toastmaster Jadeb Shah, you presented your project influence level 1 evaluation and feedback project 2. The title of your speech was We Are What We Eat. So thank you for sharing your previous feedback. So you excelled at. Well, you had a great start. You shared vulgar pictures of food with us, and then in your speech, as we moved on, there were some great hand movements and great voice modulation, great eye contact. Again, you were looking directly into the camera, and your content was great. Great opening, as I've just mentioned, that you started with sharing the pictures of food, and the body of your speech was again very well structured. You mentioned about how the consumption of junk food can affect our brain and how important is our brain health. And you also quoted many studies to support your arguments while you were presenting your speech. And the best line from your speech was, which liked a lot, was, "We don't consider our choices." So this is something very deep. You also had a great conclusion. The sum up was great, and in the end, there was a great message, and it was an eye opener for all of us, especially for me. You may want to work on. Well, not much to suggest. You are a brilliant speaker. Your room was a bit. There was a bit of echo in the room. So if it is possible to control, that would be nice. But it was not creating any disturbance, so it was manageable. Again, as I've mentioned earlier, that the hand movements were brilliant, but your hands were mostly clasped like this. So it is possible if you can go wild with your hand movements even more. And you looked a bit tense, so it can help if you can appear a bit more relaxed and maybe add a personal experience or story into your speech. So that can really help the audience to connect with your speech. Otherwise, can't think of anything else. You are a great speaker, and I can't wait to listen to your next speech. Congratulations on completing your project. Back to Toastmaster Hiba, General Evaluator.
Uh, okay. The next speaker is TM Latif Mansoor Ali, and I call upon his evaluator TM Ali Ashar Anjum.
Am I audible?
Yes, but you're not visible.
Okay. Yeah, let me. Now I am visible?
Yes.
Okay. My type is speaker, Toastmaster Mansoor Ali, delivering his speech on the icebreaker, the right decision. TM Mansoor Ali started his icebreaker with the description of toss. And I think this is a very nice approach because toss is all about the decision, and that is a quite pertinent example to start his icebreaker, whose topic is right decision. As his speech follows, so as his speech follows, he uh, start describing about his childhood, and then the relating all his examples according to the topic. I must say, throughout his speech, his body language, eye contact were adorable. However, he can improve his emotions, and by a competing his his content with more examples. Overall, his speech is very good. Over to you, Toastmaster, uh, a general evaluator. Thank
Okay.
you.
Toastmaster Heba, you can call Toastmaster Jahazeb now for evaluation.
Actually, TM Amir Bilal messaged me. He wants to go next because he's in a bit of a hurry. He wants to leave office. So, the next speaker is TM Ghulam Qadir, and I call upon his evaluator, TM Amir Bilal, to evaluate.
Thank you, TM Hiba. DTM Tala, if TM Jahazib wants to do it, I can wait a bit because I'm working under his supervision. So, all right.
Well,
So, if I'm allowed.
you guys sort it out. Toastmaster Jahazib, is that okay with you if Amir Bilal goes
No,
first?
no, TM Amir, you go ahead. I can wait.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Amir, please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. TM Ghulam Qadir presented a project, Thank You Leaders. And the purpose statement for this project was for the member to introduce himself to the club
Please.
and learn the basic
Yes.
structure of public speaking. He has always been exemplary when he comes to speak and when he delivers any project. One thing that I love about his delivery style is his voice is always so clear and so understandable. His tonal variety is so good and that attracts the audience and keep them engaged throughout. So the things that I loved, his body language, his expressions, his eye contact, and one thing that was best in this project was the story building. The way he started, the way he brought people in his story, and the way he thanked them and gave them the credit for his success, it was wonderful. At the same time, it is somehow important to know the things that could have been improved and can be considered as improvement points in future. You may want to work on, and I have been advised personally, the voice modulation. So when we introduce a character, it is important to differentiate from a regular tonal variety or the tone that we have been using. When you said your sister asked you, would you like to join us in Toastmasters meeting? I mean, this could have been imitated in the other voice, or this could have been changed with the voice modulation, and this would have brought more interest into your speech as well. And the other thing that I feel is it's a tricky thing when we forget something while delivering a speech. So a speaker is expected to dramatize and he's expected to not let the audience know he actually forgot something. Let me give you an example. You said, "Oh, how, I forgot Team Asgar" or something like that. So you didn't actually forgot it. You could have said, "How can I forget Team Asgar? Legend, somebody everybody admires. Thank you, sir." So this could have been like this and would have added more advantage and would have made your speech more, wonderful and interesting. So I love your projects. Just keep on delivering them. And I look forward to seeing you becoming a DTM and a professional trainer very soon. Back to the general evaluator.
Uh, okay. For the now, I call upon the next. Okay. According to Mr. VP, DTM Dalla, now I would be calling Syed Jahajeb Shah, who will be evaluating TM Ali Ashar Anjum. So, TM Jahajeb, the virtual stage is yours. TM Jahajeb. Okay, I'll call.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, now you're audible. Yes, you are.
Right, right. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, I won't be able to switch on my screen because I'm driving at the moment back to home. Yes, but I can deliver the evaluation. With regards to the speech, Toastmaster Asher, I would like to congratulate you for completing your pathway. Your speech was very good, and the presentation you shared, I was really engaged, and the special thing was the look of the presentation and the very concise and very to the point points slides. So it was really helpful to understand your pathway and the stats which you were trying to convey. And the other part was your stats, and I was amazed that the tiny details which you mentioned and tried to memorize and recalled, it was really engaging, and somewhat it engaged humor as well. So that was the good part. Apart from that, you had somewhat troubles or noises in your background, so you kept on going, and it was very good focus. It was commendable focus and consistency. Clarity was there, your voice was clear, conviction and eye contact was really good. And the improvement areas which I feel are, you should have delivered this important project while standing, and it would have impacted a lot with regards to your emotional attachment, and you could have emboldened your message, and you could have add good value apart from the other things which you did. And then your voice modulation somewhat, it was not up to the mark. There was some punching statements which I saw, and your facial expression with you know, you used your facial expression when you were quoting the spatial moments. But with the help of voice modulation, you could have improved the messages, and you could have add value and emotions into your spatial statements and spatial statements. And apart from that, it was a wonderful speech, and congratulations for your completion of the pathway. Over to you, Toastmaster Heba.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jan. Sure.
Okay, moving on. Now I would be calling TM Muhammad Asghar evaluated TM Javed Bhatti to evaluate his speech. So TM Javed Bhatti, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you, TM Hiba. Today, Toastmaster Asghar delivered his level 3 project, and there is always some new stuff to learn from TM Asghar's speech. Sometimes it is his ability to structure his sentences in such a way that he somehow manages to bring a smile on the faces of his audience. And sometimes it is his unique style of delivery coupled with some advanced English vocabulary. And of course, his speech is mostly revolving around social areas and social topics. So today was no different, where TM Asghar shared a real life case study of a project building a park in Gwadar. So being a civil servant, he always uses technical terminology, but realizing the need of this audience, he presented a simplified definition of project management as well, and Darwinian society. He also simplified that as well for us. Regarding the content of your speech, TM Asghar, I think you brilliantly explained the nitty-gritties of public sector organization, the difficulties and the dynamics and the lessons that you learned, all combined in one single speech, is a commendable skill. For instance, you talked about the side effects like documentation, feasibility, and downside of rigid documentation. And you quoted an example about how you had to wait for the grass all the way from China. All in all, the speech you delivered did full justice to the purpose of this particular project. However, I I'm seeing you after a little while in KTC, and it was really pleasant to see you. I would have loved to see you speak on the camera, rather than seeing those visuals. I have been missing you in our last few meetings, and I think if you could have delivered this project with the slides, or maybe used half the time, you could have used the slides and maybe turn on the camera and presented your speaking skills with those voice modulation, it would have been very good. And one more thing I felt was missing was your regular usual demeanor and humor. Although I am aware that this project was a little dry, but you did somehow manage to bring out that pun, the mitigation of risk, when you explained trying to send your wife to the house of her parents. But I was searching for it all the way. All in all, a very well presented and perfectly suited speech for this project. There was research, project capability, and everything was there.
TM Javed Bhatti, we've lost you. Are you there?
I think there's some connectivity issue.
Yes.
I believe he was just concluding. So yeah, we can move forward.
Okay. So okay. I'll move on to the next speaker. While he comes back, he can conclude after later. The next speaker was TM Naveed Aslam, and oh, he's done. Sorry. TM Wajahat is the next speaker who will be evaluated by TM Anam.
Yes.
Okay, TM Anam Kadri, the virtual stage is yours.
Much, TM Hima. Before starting the evaluation, may I have TM Wajahat on the floor? TM Wajahat, I'm not sure which areas of recommendation were advised to you in your last speech, the level 1 that you presented in the session.
Yeah, I have done the level one and I have done one speech of level one, if I'm not wrong.
All right. And when you were evaluated, what were those field of recommendation that you were provided? What you asked for?
Actually, DTM Talha will also in the loop about this because I am new in this Toastmaster industry, and
That's so.
I don't have a
What did he ask you to do improvement?
profound idea about the technicalities. You are asking about the feedback, previous last week feedback.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, evaluator has got some kind of small issues regarding the content I am using because I am keep repeating the same thing because I have done 2-3 speeches in call center and all the things. Things of consideration about the camera, like camera location, and maybe I'm speaking too speedy. So these 2-3 evaluation I get feedback I got last week.
All right. Thank you so much, TM Wajahat. Okay. As per the
Thank you.
evaluation, was the feedback that was given to you in your last speech, I didn't found any problem with the speech, the way you presented your project. I found it really comprehensive. In fact, the I couldn't see your video because there was a slight lag in the video and your video seemed to be stuck. And I was thinking that with such a nice content, this man should sue the ISP provider for not giving him the proper connection and not enabling me to see you because I wanted more of the when you were presenting it. But then again, listening to your speech, and as you mentioned earlier, that a positive feedback is like watering a flower. and drop by drop, every word of yours actually watered the positive emotions in me. And by the end of the speech, I was like, okay, fine, if the ISP provider didn't give you the right net, but then the speech overall was not much affected by that, except that I couldn't see your feelings, your emotions, your expressions. Other than that, it was a really presented speech. So you actually inculcated those positive feelings in me by the end of your. And besides that, it was the content was really nice. Yeah, I mean, if the previous evaluator had certain problems with the content, I didn't find any. It was properly bulleted, I mean, properly formatted. The points were there, every point was well rehearsed, well explained, that even a person that would not have heard to you in the last speech, or wouldn't have gone through this topic before, would have easily comprehend what you were trying to say and what message you were trying to convey. I like those points, how you presented each and every point separately and how comprehensively you presented them. I thought that yes, yeah, the right stage utilization was there, but because every time your video came in, you were in a different position from the previous one. So you had the you had the right stage utilization. Overall, TM Wajahat, with the content, I think you have fulfilled the recommendations of the previous evaluator, and I see a very good speaker in you, a very potential one. Best of luck for your next project. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Moving on, the last speaker, DTM Dala bin Hamid, I would call upon his evaluator, TM Shammam Khan. So TM Shammam, the virtual stage is yours for evaluating. TM Shammam Khan.
Thank you, General Evaluator, but I'm trying to see the timer and pin his screen. I can't do that. Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Okay, so DTM Talha, I liked the dare you accepted of getting into the unknown, which was not that unknown because it was your 6 pathways. But that was a wonderful researching and presenting in an hour that was supported with the research, and the content was supported with a good research, as I said, in an hour. You informed us and amazed us with information like space starts way beyond what we assume space is. And then you put up a deeper level thought-provoking question about people landing in the moon 50 years ago, and we are still unable to travel there. So these were little informations that were amazing to us, to me at least. Then Schrodinger's, the physicist name, captured my attention because these days I'm following a deceased Bollywood actor. He used to talk a lot about this physicist. So this name captured my attention. To be honest, I did not want to pay attention to the theory and the paradox of quantum physics after a hectic day at work. But oh my God, he brought my attention back to the Toastmasters with a psychological, emotional conclusion. And he linked the space travel with the human mind and advised us to travel here with a beautiful, appropriate gesture to emphasize on his message and conclusion. I really loved that. I must say that we should not forget that when we are presenting a research, we need to share the sources of information, which I think, or maybe I have missed it because I was having internet bad connections. But if it was not there, the mention of the sources of information, then you must take care of that. You delivered very well, and I really appreciate the understanding of putting up a question. For example, when you were restarting in the beginning, when you were asked to restart, you did not ask the same question again because the purpose was already served. So you did not have to. So that was a beautiful thing. And I really appreciate that. And we must all learn that we do not have to stick to the dots of what we have written in our speeches. That's a good learning. Overall, you excelled at a well-researched physics topic and presenting in your signature psychological emotional style that I really love in every speech of yours. You may want to work on reducing the influx of information, considering that audience do not, lost their engagement and interest. Overall, congratulations for a very well delivered research and presenting on the spot. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Okay, moving on, and now I would be calling upon the role players for the session. The first one is the grammarian. So, TM Sheikh Naveed, can I have your report?
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to list down the quotes, thoughts, words, and sayings which I liked in all the table topics and prepared speeches. So the first one is from T.M. Ali Asghar, and he said 7.2 billion people are all leaders. T.M. Wajahat, he said never concentrate on blue whale. T.M. Asghar, keep the end in mind. And I also noted some improper use, and I want to give some suggestions. So T.M. Noreen said it was a great speeches, while it should be these were great speeches. T.M. Wajahat, we are never thinking, while it should be we never think. T.M. Sabi, she is a young, while it should be she is young. That is all what I noted from all the speeches. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmasters.
Toastmaster, please ask for vote for best evaluator.
Okay, so please everyone vote for the best evaluator. And before that, are all the evaluators qualified?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so please vote counter, float the poll, and everyone vote for the best evaluator. Moving on, I would be calling the timer for the day. That is DTM Tanha. Please present your report.
Actually, in the interest of time, as a timer, it is my job to keep the meeting on time. So I will just skip my report because I've already reported on who exceeded the time. And instead, I will just say that the meeting started about 10 minutes late. It should have started on time. Other than that, everything is right on schedule. And I've already reported who spoke more than their allotted time. So over to you.
Now for the R counter, TM Shamil Shahryar. Please could you present your report?
For the previous speakers, TM Naveed Aslam 5 times, TM Javed Shah 5 times, I'm sorry, TM Ali Asha Anjum 7 times, TM Latif 4 times, TM Ghulam Qadir 5 times, TM Mohammad Asghar 8 times, TM Wajahat 4 times, DTM Talha bin Hamid 9 times. Now for the table topic speakers, TM Sheikh Naveed 2 times, TM Hibarais 3 times, TM Latif 2 times, TM Shamam 4 times, guest Sabih Hida 3 times, guest Zahid Ali 4 times, and for the evaluators, TM Zaid Kalia 6 times, TM Shahrukh Shahnawaz 3 times, TM Ali Ashar Anjum 3 times, TM Amir Bilal 5 times, TM Jahzib Shah 4 times, TM Javed Bhakti 5 times, TM Anum Qadri 5 times, and TM Shamam Khan 7 times. Over to you, TM Timur.
Uh, okay. Now for the vote count. Okay, the vote counters. So now for the word master, PM Naveed Aslam, could you please present your report?
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. So the word was first used by Mr. Asgar and then Sheikh Naveed and then Mr. Zahid, TM Zahid Ali. On an overall basis, the word lithologica was used 3 times by these 3 individuals. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Okay, moving on. Now for the listener, who was presenting the listener role and have the PM Shaman.
Yes, I'm the listener, and yeah.
So PM
Okay.
Shaman, DTM Talha.
Yes. So everyone, please unmute yourself, and I will make it quick. I won't wait because we are we have to finish the meeting. So everyone, please unmute your mics. Yeah. Okay. I do not have a single style of communication.
TM Aliasha.
Toastmaster Naveed.
Toastmaster Naveed. I would like to request you to allow me to start my speech.
TM Mujahid?
No.
TM Asgar?
Yes, Toastmaster Asgar. Okay. Who sees a very good speaker in Toastmaster Wajahat?
Toastmaster Anam.
TM Anam.
Yes. Okay. My target speaker.
Ali Ashar.
Yes. Can I skip the opportunity?
Amir.
Toastmaster Shamil. Okay. Who wish Toastmaster GQ all the best?
Amir Bilal. TM.
Sorry?
TM Amir Bilal.
Yes, bingo. Okay. Who said to Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir, would you like to come to a meeting with me?
His sister.
His sister.
The evaluator.
Okay, bonus point for anyone who knows who his sister is. And GQ, you stay quiet.
Asma Kadir. Asma.
Got it. So Toastmaster is a member of Storytellers, and she just placed podium in 3 contests. So yes, full points, Toastmaster Latif. You are in Madagascar, but you know more about Pakistan than all of us combined. So, okay. My last one. Who was declared an instant Toastmaster 3 times by DTM Shahrukh? An instant joke master 3 times by DTM Shahrukh.
Muhammad Azhar.
TM Asgar.
Yes, bingo. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Okay, now I would be evaluating my part of the meeting. Okay, the meeting started on time, and the Toastmaster of the evening, that is DTM Shahrukh, explained everything quite well. The first session was the prepared speech session, and TM Aliasha Anjum was the first speaker, and He was the first one who set the benchmark for the speakers, and after that, one by one, the speakers came and delivered knockout performances with their speeches. Then it was followed by an interesting and unique session by TM Summon. Sorry, everything as we know. Sorry, I'm delivering it very virtually. I don't know. It's just like very virtual because okay. It was followed by an interesting and unique session by TM Summon. And however, one thing I noticed is that we had a general overall bad connection, internet connection, which caused disruptions in a few speeches. So this is unavoidable, which it is which is not under our control, so it cannot be avoided. However, the rest of the portion of the meeting was quite well, and over to the toast quite well and conducted and delivered well. So over to the Toastmaster of the evening, DTM Shahrukh.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for conducting an amazing session. So let us have the one last vote for the Big Four. And today's Big Four were Toastmaster of the evening, yours truly, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Saman Vase, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Heba Rais, and our Table Topics Evaluator. So vote counter, please float the vote. And for my concluding remarks, well, today's theme was fairy tales, and fairy tale bring out the children in all of us. We all were very creative and imaginative in today's meeting. I hope by the end of 2020 and the start of 2021, we will be better version of ourselves who are still in touch with our inner child. So with this, I would like to hand over the charge to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid. Toastmaster Talha, are you there with us? Toastmaster Talha?
I think his connection is disrupted because his picture is completely frozen.
Yes.
Yeah, there
I
is
think he's
too much
doing
cold
it
there.
deliberately. I think he's doing it deliberately.
Yeah, me
Sometimes
too.
he does.
He's looking so natural. I thought that he's messing with us.
Yeah,
Oh, now
yes.
he's back.
No, I think he's doing it deliberately. Now see,
Yes, me too.
or someone throws him.
Yes, I second
I don't know.
Toastmaster Asghar's proposal.
Yeah, I was disconnected like for 1 minute, and I already see conspiracy theories floating around. So okay, fine. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. First of all, for attending the meeting, and Mr. Vote Counter, please share the results. Uh, so yeah, so Toastmaster Latif, our vote counter, please share today's votes results with us.
Sir, may I announce?
Yeah, of course. The vote counter announces.
Okay. Thank you. Field honor. Okay, so best table topic speaker, TM Heba Rais Khan.
First time. I'm so happy. First time ever.
First time ever. No, you deserve a lot. Best speaker, DTM Talha bin Hamid.
No surprises.
Ah, yes. Best speech evaluator, TM Shamab Khan. and best four, the big four, none other than DTM Shahrukh Shanawaz. Congratulations to all the winners.
Thank you so much, Vote Counter. And as you know, we have two more awards. So we are slowly increasing the number of awards, and one day will come when nobody will walk out of the meeting without an award. So we are trying to reach that goal. But meanwhile, we have two more awards, and one is, first of all, the Critics' Choice Best Facilitator Award. And in this, a secret evaluator determines who was the best meeting facilitator out of the grammarian, the word master, the listener, the timer, and the vote counter even. So today, the best facilitator, and it was a tough choice. Uh, I've been reported that the judge actually could not decide between two, so they had to toss between the two winners. So the best meeting facilitator for today is our counter, Toastmaster Shamil Sharia. And for the record, let me say that Toastmaster Sheikh Naveed, you were also deemed equally worthy of the award by the secret evaluator. So you were the one with whom the toss was done. Okay. Uh, and finally, the Critics' Choice Best Speaker, and that is the a secret judge's evaluation of all the speeches uh, against the International Speech Contest ballot. And okay, so the third place Critics' Choice goes to Toastmaster Naveed Aslam. Congratulations. The second place goes to Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. And the first place
Shall I
goes to
announce?
myself. And I swear, I'm not the critic. This is the WhatsApp message I received from the critic for evidence, and I'm not the critic. So,
That is required
so
when we will
thank
file
you.
a case.
Yeah. So, okay. So, with this, we end the meeting today. Incredible as it may seem to Toastmaster Noreen, but today our timing was spot on. It has been much worse in other meetings. We are managing to close within 3 hours and with just one announcement, and that is that we have our international speech contest next week. So, everyone, if you haven't enlisted yourself, please enlist yourself right now. Of course, district officers cannot participate. So, congratulations, myself and Toastmaster Noreen. We cannot participate. But everyone else, if you haven't enlisted yourself, you have, and even if you have enlisted yourself, you have 1 week to prepare. So, everyone, please prepare for the international speech contest and see you all next week. We don't have any guests, but if anyone would like to share anything right now, otherwise, we close the meeting. In fact, we have one guest, Sabi. Guest Sabi, would you like to share your thoughts about the meeting?
Yes, it's a really pleasure to attend this meeting. I learned a lot of new vocabulary and lot of new content. Uh, I would like to participate in next coming session. So I want to become a part of it. So inshallah, please let me know how can I participate in next meeting in next sessions.
Uh, yes, actually, you can participate just like you participate today. Uh, you can contact myself at the. Can you see the my email address and my cell number?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, just note it down, copy it, and you can contact me. You can become part of our guest group for future participation, and I'll also tell you how to become our member. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So, all the way from Islamabad, Toastmaster Noreen, what did you think about our meeting? Toastmaster Noreen, by the way, everyone, she's our newest member. She is an activist. I don't know. She is a lot of things. So please introduce yourself a bit and then uh, Toastmaster, but what else you do. And then please, we'd like to have your thoughts about the meeting.
Thank you so much, our PQD director, to DTM Talha and Hamid, for such kind words. Fellow Toastmasters, by profession, I'm an analyst, I'm a researcher, and have worked with different environmental organizations, currently working in our naval headquartered think tank, which is known as National Institute of Maritime Affairs, which works primarily on the maritime sector of Pakistan. And we all know that this year is already nominated by a prime minister that it's a blue economy year. So we have so much potential, and we are blessed to have more than 1,000 kilometer coastline, and we can earn huge amount of revenue, and we can which can play a significant role in our economy. And I have also witnessed some of the speakers also mentioned Gwadar in their speeches, and especially Toastmaster Asghar. I will have some detailed discussion about this Gwadar plan and the upcoming projects. And apart from for my Toastmasters journey, I joined Toastmasters in 2018 as a member of Samba Toastmasters Club. I've served on different leadership positions. Last year, I served as VPPR. Currently, I'm serving as VP membership. As DTM Talha also mentioned that I'm serving an admin manager of District 122. And recently, I think one day before, I've joined KTC because it is one of the oldest and the most prestigious, and the club which has won most of the educational awards in our district. And today I witnessed some amazing speeches, and I've learned some different perspectives, which I'll definitely apply in my future projects. It was overall a learning meeting. Over to you, our PQD director.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Noreen. And we are privileged to have people like you in our membership, and of course, everyone else who is here. Let me just add for everyone's knowledge that at least three people today actually started the meeting in their offices and then commuted to their homes, and then rejoined the meetings. So uh, I salute your dedication. And I have nothing but gratitude for that. I don't know how we can overcome this problem because of online meetings. Everything has been uh, topsy-turvy. We used to have a fixed meeting time of 6:30, and most people made it to our meeting venue by 6:30. Now, people are having to stay longer in offices, and there's only so much margin we have in terms of timings of our meeting. If we move it to 7, let's say, it will be ending at 10:30 or so. So again, we but uh, till things stabilize for all of us, I salute the dedication that all of you have shown. And once again, thank you very much for joining today, and see you next week, inshallah.
Good luck to all the participants.
Yes, good luck, because Toastmaster Latif is coming for you.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz.